Obviously, we are in late January, so the weather still not fantastic. So not too many competitions taking place. There has been some, though. Shire Junior Golf Tour, they held one event at Brampton Heath. Bedfordshire Golf Union, they also held a couple of competitions this month as well. England Golf, the regional squads, they've been having a few get-togethers. I know that the North East setup, they've been playing up at Royal Lytham St Anne's, so lucky old them, an Open Championship course.
Very nice.
Now, one person who has been playing and has been playing a little bit of sunshine is an England international by the name of Josh Hill. I don't know if you've noticed or saw this story. 17-year-old who had the fortune, if that's the right word, to play in the Abu Dhabi Championship on the DP World Tour, obviously the first event of the massive new tour. There he is. And not only did he play in it, but made the cut as well, which is some going there. So finished 58th altogether, but as an amateur, a 17-year-old. So first of all, well done for qualifying and playing the competition. The scores there, 71, 76, 69 and 75. Now that 76 doesn't sound great, but bear in mind, that was delayed that second round until the third day, and he came out with 6 holes, and he basically had to finish 3 under par to make the cut, and he finished 3 under par on those last 6 holes to make the cut. So brilliant. Well done to him for doing that. Now,
I love, Steve, how you stay there. 76 doesn't sound great. At 76, I'd be happy with a 96.
Well, I ought to add as well, I have actually played that golf course, and I know that Tyrrell Hatton had a few words to say about that, the 18th hole there being a bit too difficult. Let me tell you, I did one of my best ever 12s on that hole. I hold a really good 8-footer for a 12, and it was a good 12 as well. So I remember that course. So yes. Now, there was one thing we mentioned in the last news section was the Champion of Champions Invitational over in Northern Ireland at Lough Erne. That's taking place in July 26th, 28th. We mentioned it last week because the invitations went out last week. Well, all the places have been snapped up really quickly. 250 young golfers put the name down from 42 countries all around the world, places like America, Canada, Brazil, India. So all over the world are going to go and play in that. So that's a really big competition. Also, this week, invites are going to be coming out. So next week, rather, invites to be coming out for the US Kids Golf World Championship and the US Kids Golf World Teen Championship. Both of those two events are being held at Pinehurst. That's in late July and early August. So another big event there. Now, another junior competition back on these shores. One which is very relevant for what we're going to be talking about later as well, is Schools Golf Tour. Now, this has been set up last year. They put together a busy schedule of events this season. And earlier today, I chatted with the organizer, Tommy Williams, to find out exactly what it's all about.
All we're trying to do is create more opportunities for schools who have rugby teams, hockey teams, tennis teams, to have a golf team to play on the best possible courses and have a positive experience of playing the sport we all love. We launch our first event on the 21st of February at Hollingwell, and then we move around the country playing on the best courses. So we have Royal Porthcawl, Tandridge, Little Aston, Sandy Way, these kinds of venues leading up to a national final on both courses at Woodhall Spa. Tee times are hard to get at places like Hollingwell, Porthcawl, Little Aston, these kinds of places that everybody wants to play there. So there is a limit to how many players that we can get on. The key thing is the only entry requirements you've got to have is that you're in full-time education up to the end of 18, as well as the fact you've got an active handicap of 26 or less, with food afterwards. It's incredibly exciting for us in terms of just seeing kids who haven't quite had that opportunity to play as much as they would like to in the past. It gets children outside, both boys and girls, and the beauty of it is that you can play, if you're a 13-year-old and you're a really good player, you can play with a 17-year-old and compete shot for shot.
So that's Tommy Williams there from Schools Golf, a really good venture, and I recommend anyone, any schools, any individuals who want to play in that competition, get in touch with him. The website is www.schoolsgolf.co.uk. So really good stuff that.